I just finished watching Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. This is an 8 episode miniseries, and I thought it was terrific. I started it this week, and literally minutes ago, I just ended it. For one thing, this show does something that other storytelling shows on serial killers, true crime stories haven't done. They actually honor the victims. I got to learn a lot more about who was John Gacy. At the same time, understanding the police investigation, understanding the vulnerability of these victims who are all males. This spree occurred in the 1970s in Illinois, the same decade that we had Ted Bundy, David Berkowitz, aka Son of Sam, and a few other serial killers that were well known during that time period. Given that I've been a long time true crime consumer, I actually got fatigue as of a few years ago in these dramatizations. For example, Ryan Murphy exploiting all kinds of cases, Aaron Hernandez, the Menendez brothers, and Ed Gein, which recently came out. It just doesn't feel authentic to me. The last series that was based on a real life case that I watched, and I feel like it was at this moment where I began to get fatigue, was The Staircase on HBO, which is based on Michael Pearson, because we're just getting bombarded with all these stories. Like recently on Hulu, there is the Murdoch miniseries, which I won't watch. I had mentioned Ed Gein on Netflix. I just feel like any true crime story that happens these days is eventually going to become, a scripted show in years down the road. And after this show ended, I wanted to pull out my true crime book. There's a section with serial killers, and they cover John Gacy. It's very brief, but I think the show did a great job. And besides, Jeffrey Dahmer, who was another killer that selected male victims, this is the only other show with that same kind of plot. If you need a break from some Halloween horror movies, give this series a chance.